I'd have come back to you sooner or
Fucking
later.
hell,
From the very first instant
chess
I told you
moves and
I
all
knew.
this. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today's film I'm going to be watching is The Maltese Falcon. So noir number 2 for the channel. First one I watched was back in January, The Big Sleep. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll have a link in the description to check out that reaction to that particular film. In terms of the premise, don't know anything about it, but I do know Humphrey Bogart is in it. He was also in The Big Sleep. Yeah, so going in completely blind, I just know that it's a noir film, and that's it. Because just before I get to the reaction, just a quick mention of my Patreon page. There's a couple of different tiers on there, different perks. So there's like, you get like exclusive content. At the moment I'm watching Gunsmoke, so that's exclusive to the Patreon page. I think coming on to episode 5 now. It's a really good show, really enjoying it. Really good Western TV show. Early access, so a lot of the films that go up here on YouTube, you get to see them sometimes a week before, sometimes about 4 or 5 days before they go up on YouTube if you want to catch them earlier. I also do a movie quiz once a month, which is kind of a fun way to kind of, you know, chat with the followers and the subscribers, you know, with kind of interact and just talk about movies, and then do like a movie quiz, just a fun game while hanging out. But yeah, I'll link in the description for that if you want to check that out. But with that said, let's watch The Maltese Falcon. There it is. Guessing that's the Maltese Falcon. The fate of the Maltese Falcon remains a mystery to this day. Oh, I thought someone was going to steal it.
Won't you sit down, Miss Wonderly?
Thank you. Francisco, with a man by the name of Thursby. Floyd Thursby. I don't know where she met him. I sent her a telegram begging her to come home. I sent it to General Delivery here. That was the only address she gave me. He wouldn't tell me where Corinne was. He said she didn't want to see me. I can't believe that. Why didn't he do something to her?
I'll just leave that to us. We'll have it.
I'm just wondering how this story
But I
morphs
want you to know
into
he's
being
a
about the
dangerous
Maltese
man.
Falcon.
I'd kill Corinne if he thought it would save him.
Could he cover up by marrying her?
He has a wife and 3 children in England.
What time's he coming to see you?
After 8 o'clock.
All right, Miss Wonderly. We'll have a man there.
Oh my god. Fuck, is that's Miles, isn't it? That escalated.
Miles Archer, dead. Where? Bush and Stockton.
Doesn't seem as upset as I thought he would be. Like, it is his partner. It was such a quick cut to it, like, you know, from the office straight to the gun at his chest and bang.
Oh, thanks, Tom. What happened?
Got him right through the pump with this. It's a Webley.
Anybody hear the shot?
Well, somebody must have.
Guy
He
up
just
there?
got here. You want to go down and have a look at him before we take him away? It was buttoned.
Shit.
I found a $100 bill in his vest pocket
What's
and
this?
30-some bucks in his pants.
The Quiet
Is he
Man
working,
and
Sam?
Fort Apache.
Sit down.
What kind of a gun do you carry?
None. I don't like them. Of course, there are some at the office.
You don't happen to have one here. You sure about that?
Look around, turn.
Why were you tailing Thursby?
I wasn't. Miles wasn't. But the simple reason we had a client.
Who's the client?
Sorry, I can't tell you that.
Thursby was shot down in front of his hotel about a half an hour after you left Bush Street.
Get paws off me.
What time did you get home?
This is.
What if it was him? I mean, like, he didn't really react strongly to the news.
Sorry, I got up.
He was shot in the back 4 times with a 44 or 45 from across the street. Nobody saw it, but that's how it figures.
Wow, this is really kind of gone a whole other direction now. Thursby killed as well. I thought he was going to be a big player in the film.
I told you to keep her away from me.
But you didn't tell me how. Oh, don't be cranky with me, Sam. I've had her all night.
Oh, Sam.
The hell?
Darling, have you take care of everything?
Did you kill him?
Who put that bright idea in your head?
Did they have an affair? What the hell is going on?
Oh,
You'll come soon.
as soon as I can. Goodbye, Ivor. She thinks I shot Miles.
So you could marry her?
Cops think I killed Thursby, the guy Miles was tailing for that one.
Are you going to marry Ivor?
Oh, don't be silly. I wish I'd never laid eyes on her.
You suppose I told you that your Ivor hadn't been home many minutes when I arrived to break the news at 3 o'clock this morning?
Are you telling me? Well, have Miles' desk move out of the office and have Spade and Archer taking off all the doors and windows and,
She's that quick. Just erase his memory, just like that.
I haven't finished unpacking. It's down.
Maybe she did it.
Terrible, terrible confession to make. That story I told you yesterday.
Oh, that. Well, we didn't exactly believe your story, Miss,
It's really O'Shaughnessy. Bridget O'Shaughnessy.
we didn't exactly believe your story,
Irish.
Miss O'Shaughnessy. We believed you $200.
Mr. Archer was so alive yesterday. So solid and hearty. And
Stop it. You know what he was doing? Out there's a flock of policemen and assistant district attorneys running around with their noses to the ground.
about me, I mean, can't you shield me so that I won't have to answer their questions?
Maybe. But I gotta know what it's all about.
Tell you. I can't tell you now.
And he can't help you.
I'm so alone and afraid. I've got nobody to help me if you won't help me.
You won't need much of anybody's help. You're good. It's chiefly your eyes, I think, and that throb you get in your voice when...
I met him in the Orient. We came here from Hong Kong last week. He promised to help me. He took advantage of my dependence on him to betray me.
Did he kill Archer?
Certainly.
He had a Luger in his shoulder holster. Archer wasn't shot with a Luger.
Mr. Spade, you don't think I had anything to do with the death of Mr. Archer?
Did you?
No.
I don't know what you want done. I don't even know if you know
You're
what
too
you
vague
want
with
done.
your
Go to the police.
Go to
comments
them.
and
All I gotta do is stand
explanations.
still and
The hell is this
Down,
guy?
Mr. Cairo.
Thank you, sir.
What can I do for you, Mr. Cairo?
May I strange offer condolences for your partner's unfortunate death? Ornament that, shall we say, has been mislaid?
Uh-huh.
I thought and hoped you could assist me. Black figure of a bird. I am prepared to pay on behalf of the figure's rightful owner the sum of $5,000 for its recovery.
$5,000 is a lot of money.
Looks like an evil as shit, to be
Yes,
honest,
Abby?
with that smile.
$5,000 is...
You will clasp your hands together at the back of your neck.
Holy fuck.
I intend to search your offices, Mr.
Oh, nice. Incompetent shit. I wonder, did he kill Thornby?
Sorry. But imagine my embarrassment when I found out that $5,000 offer was just hooey.
Mr. Spade, my offer is genuine. Mr. Spade, if you know more than I do, then I shall profit by your knowledge. So will you, to the extent of $5,000. You will please clasp your hands together at the back of your neck. I intend to search your offices.
Oh my god.
Go ahead. I won't stop you.
He's been shattered.
Do sit down.
So does she know about the Maltese Falcon?
You aren't exactly the sort of a person you pretend to be, are you?
Why?
Schoolgirl manner, you know, blushing, stammering, and all that.
No.
You know, that's good, because if you actually were as innocent as you pretend to be, we'd never get anywhere.
I won't be innocent.
What have you ever given me beside money? Have you ever given me any of your confidence, any of the truth? Haven't you tried to buy my loyalty with...
What else is there I can buy you with?
Every time someone walks into the door, I think they might have a gun at him or something, you know?
You get your business with Cairo over with, then we'll see how we stand.
And you let me go about it with him.
When you think about it, the money's got to be fucking really good to live this kind of life and work in this kind of area.
I'm delighted to see you again, madame.
I was sure you would be, Joel. You told me about your offer for the Falcon. How soon can you have the money ready?
The money is ready.
In cash?
Oh, yes.
You're ready?
Badly. I did not mean to say that I have the money in my pocket, but that I'm ready to get it for you on a few minutes' notice.
But I haven't got the Falcon. I'll have it in another week at the most, though. Fat man.
Fat man. Is he here?
I I don't know. I suppose so. What does it make?
Might make a world of
Who's the fat man?
Oh,
She just into her tone. She's getting so much more confident and laid back now.
You mean the one you couldn't get to come to?
Shit.
You guys pick swell hours to do your visiting in. What is it this time?
We want to talk to you, Spade.
Well, go ahead and talk.
We don't have to do it out here in the hall, do we, Sam?
You can't.
Listen, you got away with that, but you can't keep it up forever.
Stop.
That's what I intend to do. There's talk going around about you and Archer's wife. Is there anything to it?
Not a thing.
I guess we're going in.
I guess you are.
Attack me. I had to keep him off. I couldn't bring myself to shoot
You
him.
dirty, filthy liar, you! It isn't true. I came up here in good faith and...
That's no way to act.
Well, Tom, I don't guess we'll be wrong running a lot of them in.
Now, don't be in a hurry, boys. Everything can be explained. Mr. Shaughnessy is an operative in my employ since yesterday.
That's a lie, too.
That we decided to find out exactly how much he knew about Miles and Thursby's killing, so we asked him to come up here. That gun was a plant. It was one of mine. Too bad it was only a 25, or maybe you could prove that was the gun that Miles and Thursby were shot with.
Ooh.
No, Sam, no.
Well, then get him out of here.
Get their names and addresses.
My name is Joel Cairo, Hotel Belvedere.
I hope you know what you're doing, Sam.
Clusterfuck. Or maybe not. To him.
You're the wildest, most unpredictable person I've ever known. Do you always carry on so high-handed?
What's the bird made of?
Porcelain or black stone, I don't know. I only saw it once for a few minutes.
You are a liar.
I am.
Was there any truth at all in that yarn?
Some,
God, I was believing it.
not very much.
I would be a good private
Well,
agent
you'll
or
be ready soon.
private
Now
detective.
look up and try again.
Oh.
Oh, thanks. Where is he?
What?
Where is he?
Oh,
Cairo.
come on.
You're gonna have to talk to me before you're through, Sonny. Some of you will. And you can tell the fat man I said so. People
You're not
lose
making
peace
much of a
talking
dent
like
in him.
that. You are, sir. Let's go someplace where we can talk.
No. Our private conversations have not been such that I'm anxious to continue them.
Last night, what else could I do? I had to throw in with her. I don't know where the bird is, neither do you. She does. How are we gonna...
He's playing both sides.
What do you want me to do? Learn to stay?
But I certainly wish you would have invented a more reasonable story. I felt distinctly like an idiot repeating it.
Don't worry about the story.
Darling, somebody's been in my apartment. It's all upside down, every which way. I changed as fast as I could and came right over here.
Might have been Cairo. He was at the hotel last night. He told me he'd been standing up under a police grilling. I wonder.
What,
Yeah.
he was lying?
Why?
Because, my own true love, I've got to keep in some sort of touch with all the loose ends of this dizzy affair. If... Got an idea. Wait a minute.
It's not going to end pretty for the two of them, I think.
That's what I mean. Are you strong enough for her to put her up for a few days?
You mean at home?
Yeah.
Is she in any danger, Sam?
I think she is. Hey, you ride part way with her over the bridge and make sure you're not followed. You better change cabs a couple times just to be on the safe side.
I'll give
Jesus,
Mom
all
a
the
ring.
different
Time enough for that when you get
specifics.
I sent those policemen to your place last night. I was mad, crazy with jealousy. I phoned them if they went there, they'd learn something.
back. You better hurry along home and think of something to tell the police. You'll be hearing from them. And where were you the night Miles was murdered?
Home? I was.
No. But if that's your story, it's all right with me.
There's too many different branches in this whole thing. Trying to keep up with all of it.
Ah, Mr. Spade.
How do you do, Mr. Gunn?
Oh, it's Fat Man.
You begin well, sir. I distrust a man who says Wayne. He's got to be careful not to drink too much. Let's talk about the Blackbird, by all means. Professor, answer me a question. Are you here as Miss O'Shaughnessy's representative? Spade, have you any conception of how much money can be got for that Blackbird?
No.
5,000.
Told you half. Call me a liar.
No, not even if I thought so. But you tell me what it is, and I'll figure out the profit.
Is?
Oh, I know what it's supposed to look like. And I know the value in human life you people put on it.
Read well, Luda.
Swell. When you
It's interesting how
told
they're
me, there
framing
were two of
him compared to
Don't
like
know for certain,
upwards.
but I'm going to tell you.
The man of
Oh,
power.
holy
Like,
was a- No. Don't think we can do business along those lines.
I'll think again and think fast. You have to talk to me before you're through. I'm telling you now, you'll talk to me today or you are through. What are you wasting my time
Jesus.
for? I can get...
does that apply as well? Sometimes I don't even know if he's just, yeah, I think he's laughing now.
attorney and a stenographer.
Why shouldn't you if you've nothing to conceal?
Everybody has something to conceal.
Interesting comment.
Neither for catching them and tying them up and bringing them in is by staying as far away as possible from you and the police because you'd only gum up the works. You getting this all right, son, or am I going too fast for you? No, sir. And I'm tired of being called things by every crackpot on the city payroll. So if you want to see me, pinch me or subpoena me or something, and I'll come down with my lawyer.
Keep on riding me. They're going to be picking iron out of your liver.
The cheaper the crook, the gaudier the patter, huh?
And will be other people there this time. Maybe O'Shaughnessy, or maybe Cairo.
Here, you shouldn't let him go around with these on him. He might get himself hurt.
He's furious.
The knights were profoundly grateful to the Emperor Charles for his generosity toward them. He thought of sending him for his first year's tribute, not an insignificant live bird, but a glorious golden falcon. They sent this foot-high jewel bird to Charles, who was then in Spain. They sent it in a galley, commanded by a member of the order. Famous admiral of buccaneers took the knight's galley and the bird. In 1923, a Greek dealer named Carlos Constantinides found it in an obscure shop. Well, sir, it took me 17 years to locate that bird, but I did. I wanted it. And I haven't got it. I'm going to get it. Your glass. $25,000 when you deliver the Falcon to me. And another $25,000 later on. Or I will give you one quarter.
Shite.
It's a lot of dough.
A lot of dough.
An extreme lot of dough.
Maximum, I refuse to guess.
Oh, he put something in his drink.
You think me crazy. I don't know only truth about it.
Fuck. And that's why in the first meeting he mentioned about, I trust you, because he didn't ask about how much should I put in the drink. Let his guard down. You just don't know what the hell is going which way or what. So what was the purpose of... Oh, Jesus. Fucking hell. Oh crap, Cairo was there the whole time. And Joe, I said that, didn't I say either Cairo or O'Shaughnessy might be there? Then I forgot I'd even said that. As I said, they're like, is all this worth it really, you know?
Hello, Effie, it's me. Let me talk to Mr. Shaughnessy. He isn't there.
Expect her now.
What? She didn't show up.
Oh, coincidence, there's been some kind of arson attack or something went.
Everybody got off all right. I wondered if you saw her. She's kind of small, about 5 foot. They couldn't tell you, mister.
What the fuck? The bird. I thought it was that the guy who had been shadowing him first.
Is he?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Couldn't have come far with those holes in him. Couldn't he have stayed alive long enough to tell us something? Here.
Why was he killed? He must have stolen it, I don't know. Like, was someone following me? He stumbled all the way up the building, get to the room.
We've got it, Angel. We've got it.
Hurt him.
Answer the phone.
Tells you like almost how obsessed he is when he was like squeezing her hand.
Hello?
What the fuck?
Hello? Hello, hello? There's Miss O'Shaughnessy. She wants you. She's in danger.
Where it happened, but don't drag any names. And you don't
I think
know
she's
how
in
I
on it now as well.
I told you I had to go, but I didn't say where.
Secretary.
Now forget about
Just about these mystery thrillers are really just engulfing, aren't they?
I'll borrow your pencil.
Hiding in a doorway up the street. I thought you'd never come.
Set up.
Well, sir, we're all here. Now let's come in and sit down and be comfortable and talk.
You're talking about a lot more money than this.
Yes, sir, we were. This is genuine coin of the realm. A dollar of this, you can buy $10 of talk. Of us to be taken care of now.
Well, that may be, but I've got the Falcon. We've got to have a fall guy. The police have got to have a victim. Somebody they can pin those 3 murders on.
Expect us to believe at this late date that you're the least bit afraid of the police. Or that you're not quite able to handle...
I'm in this up to my neck, Gutman. I've got to find somebody. Let's give him to them.
By gad, sir, you are a character, that you are.
How do you feel now? Any better, Precious?
Much better.
But if he sticks to Wilmer here, he can get a conviction standing on his head. Get up and shoot it out. Young Wild West. Maybe you better tell him that shooting me before you get your hands on the Falcon is going to be bad for business. Give them Cairo.
Well, by gad, sir.
And suppose we give them you, Miss O'Shaughnessy.
I want the Falcon. I've got
Yeah,
it.
he has it,
The
see.
Fall guy's part of the price.
He's in a good position.
For Mrs. Shaughnessy.
Upon anything.
Now, come.
He's trying to get them to lose their rag by making it seem like he's the one that has all the power.
Wilmer here is...
All right, Wilma. Wilma. Wilma.
Ooh. Oh, I thought she was going to just put it on all of them.
There's our Fall guy. Now, either you'll say yes right now, or I'll turn the Falcon and the whole lot of you in.
Don't like that.
But as he said, he's right. What if he says something?
You can have him. Well, if you lose a son, it's possible to get another.
Jeez.
There's only one Maltese Falcon.
Sit on it if you're afraid of losing it.
You misunderstand me. It's not that at all. The business should be transacted in a business-like manner. There are only 9 bills here now. There were 10 when I handed them to you, as you very well know.
Ooh.
I want to know about this. You palmed it.
I palmed it.
Yes. Do you want to say so, or do you want to stand for a frisk?
Stand for?
You're going to admit it, or I'm going to search it.
Yes, sir. That I did.
Okay.
I dare say you're going to give her some money, but if you don't give her as much as she thinks she ought to have, my word of advice is, be careful.
Could be being honest, but he could be just, as I said, trying to play
How's
him
the coffee
off
coming,
of her.
Angel?
Look at the faces.
Holland box at the post office is an envelope with my scrawl. In that envelope, there's a parcel room check for the bundle we got yesterday.
This. They're caressing it. Power of wealth. The other guy, the Wilma, whatever, I sneak out while their eyes are all on that.
It's a phony. It's lead. It's lead. It's a fake.
No, Sam, no! That's the one I got from Kemenoff, I swear it!
You found out how valuable it was. No wonder we had such an easy time stealing it.
Oh.
You imbecile, you...
From ecstasy to just dreams shattered.
Stand here and shed tears and call each other names? Or shall we go to Istanbul?
A swell lot of thieves.
You've little enough to boast about, sir. The world hasn't come to an end just but I must ask you for that envelope.
I held up my end, you got your dingers. It's your hard luck, not mine. It wasn't what you wanted. This will take care of my time and expenses. What, Thursby hooked and you knew it and you wanted to get rid of him before Jacoby came with the loot so you wouldn't have to split it with him, isn't that so? What was your scheme? You told Thursby he was being followed. For that schoolgirl act. We're both of us sitting under the gallows. Now, why did you shoot Miles?
But when I found out that Floyd couldn't be frightened, Oh, I can't look at you and tell you this.
You thought Thursby would tackle Miles and one or the other of them would go down. If you get a good break, you'll be out at Tehachapi in 20 years, and you can come back to me then.
Ooh, you're gonna tell the cops?
You're not.
Yes, Angel, I'm going to send you over.
I love you.
I don't care who loves who. I won't play the sap for you. I won't walk in Thursby's, and I don't know how many other footsteps. And then give it up. When a man's partner's killed, he's supposed to do something about it. It doesn't make any difference what you thought of him. He was...
An honorable thing.
And it happens we're in the detective business. Here's another one for you. She killed Miles. Oh, and I've got some exhibits. The boys...
I like that he got justice for his partner.
What is...
Oh, it's a great shot. And that was Maltese Falcon, or the Maltese Falcon, I should say. Yeah, this one was it really captured the unpredictability. Like, you can't trust this person, can't trust that person. I think maybe this is a common element of noir films. I hope it is, because I do intend to watch more of them, but I love that whole component of trying to figure out who can you trust, who can you not trust. And another great thing I love when films or stories do this often, is when your main character, like the protagonist, the one you're supposed to get behind, is not necessarily the best person in the world or the nicest person in the world, you know. You see how he reacts to the death of Miles when he gets that phone call early in the film. Now, I know in the end I did like the idea that he did get justice for him, but even then, part of it was because, oh, how it looks on me, you know, if I don't find the killer who did it, you know, it looks bad on me. It's not so much about I feel bad that my partner was killed, it's more how does it affect me. So he's a bit of a narcissist, I guess, that way. But then, like, all the kind of characters, like, obviously you've O'Shaughnessy, like, at the beginning I assume she's like, yeah, she's looking to find her boyfriend or her sister. You don't doubt that she's going to play that massive part in the whole thing with the ornament, the statue. The fat guy was his name, and Cairo as well. Just, you've all these different characters, and at times you're like, no, I can't trust that guy, and then maybe he is on side with him now. And then you kind of have those characters that are on the periphery, like Miles's wife, like the secretary to, well, she kind of got into it a good bit, but she was kind of on the periphery. And even Thurnsby, or was it Thursby, until he's killed. I was thinking, like, he's going to play a massive part in it, and Neil, he's been killed. So you were always guessing and second guessing. And I think that was what really kind of made it a really entertaining film. But again, guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Maltese Falcon. Where would you rank among your favourite noir films? Where would they compare against, I guess, The Big Sleep, the only other one I've seen? I think I probably enjoyed this one more. Now, I did like The Big Sleep a lot as well, but I think this one, because it kept me guessing the whole time, I always kind of felt on edge. It was the intrigue all the way through. Yeah, I think I'd go with the Maltese Falcon probably of the two. But again, let me know in the comments, guys, your thoughts. And until next time, it's long fall.